I just had a question for you. I haven't been to any of the build ones. Are those focused on mostly production? Are they focused on rev share? Both? What was your experience that you had the last one?
I was focused on both. It is more production than rev share. It would definitely be a good place to bring some of your team to that that you're trying to push on the production side. It is a little bit more rah-rah
Okay.
than but it's a good feel rah-rah. It's not like just EXP's number one, EXP is number. I mean, it's actual meat and potatoes of applicable steps that'll help people if they're ready. So
Cool.
yeah. So but if you're looking at it for just the attraction part of it, I don't know if that's the one to go to other than networking. But production was really good and really strong. So
Lucia, maybe we'll try to do that one, LA, that's in Anaheim. So
it's in Anaheim. If you want to connect when we get off of this, and talk about doing some things to put something together, like we were joking in the chat. No, I'm not renting no bus and driving all y'all nowhere. And I'm not putting on no black chauffeur hat either.
dang it.
But we can figure some stuff out though, seriously. And so let's talk about it offline. If and you don't, and I know it's farther for you. So if you want to do something, but you want me to like be in touch, be in charge of coordinating certain stuff with some of your people, some of your folks, just let me know. I'm good with that too.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to everybody about it. Cool, man.
All
Okay.
right. I want to continue with Tell Me Something Good. Ryan Buckley, good morning.
Ryan, you're on mute.
Good morning, Lucia. Nate, you got your team members on here today.
Yeah, we moved our
Well, thank
schedule
you.
around so we could try to make this on so we could try to make this. We did a couple little changes. This is important. So we're gonna try to do that. So
All right. The reason I called Ryan is because I noticed last week he had a home sold, and I wanted him to tell about how he sold that home and tell me something good.
I just talked to him, so he must be, I don't know why he's not answering, but he might be on the line. He Ryan, can you speak on you got an offer going in?
Hey, sorry, I was actually just on the call with my offer right now.
Yeah, tell us about it, man. What do you got?
Let me turn on my camera here for a second. There we go. Hey, sorry about that. So I got a land listing out in Acton. They're looking to do some seller financing on it. So this one's a little bit different for me. I had to spend the whole week looking into seller financing, see what it's all about, how the amortizing loans work, the balloon payments and all that. So it's been quite a learning curve for me on this one. But seems like we're working out an offer right now, trying to see if we can put something together. But my TC actually caught that it was written on an RPA, not a vacant land purchase agreement. So that's what we're working on right now, is just trying to get it on the right documents. And other than that, though, yeah, we should have an offer hopefully accepted this week.
Congratulations, Ryan. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Lucia, you just put something into escrow this weekend. We're putting it in today, right?
Yeah, well, I just got an email as we speak that we're opening escrow first thing this morning.
Congratulations.
Good job.
Thank you. 7-day escrow cash offer.
Oh God, I love those.
I know, me too. And then we're having a new listing this Friday in Indio, which is next to Palm Springs for 1.895, and we're doing a video shoot tomorrow.
So Frank, Lucia called me and said, Nate, it's 3 hours, 4 hours away. Do you think I should take a 1.8? And I said, get in your car. Now she stays the night out there and does her videos. But we're taking it for $2 million. We'll take it.
Congratulations. All right, who else? Who else has got something?
Hey, good for you, Lucia. That's exactly what we do. We go for it. We hear about a good listing, we'll drive and we do it. But that's how we got to Icon. So good for you.
Thank you.
Aria, good morning. Tell
Good
me
morning,
about your last 4 days. Holy crap.
Well, I have closed some deals back to back, so that was great. That I've been going to the different signings like almost like every day, so that's a good feeling. Obviously, for those of you who are in production, it doesn't happen all the times. It's a lot of hard work. It happened that all the closing at the same time. But I'm most grateful. First, of course, for my health, because once you let go of your health is not there. The rest doesn't matter how many deals you're closing. So, Frank, kudos to you that you're taking care of your health. But also the other thing that I have a absolutely grateful heart is the people that they have your back. The people that they are there, not when there are things going well, not when you're closing deals, not when they support you when things are going well. They are there when things are not going your way. And they provide the utmost support. They are there to help you. And they want to make sure they are with you winning, not losing. And winning is the game. We are the Winner Circle. And Frank, I want to shout out to you because you have been my rock ever since before eXp. But you, who you are, I just really grateful and appreciate you and how you deal with people with situation and turning them around to the best of your ability. I just want to just say I'm most grateful for what you do because, yeah, I closed a couple of deals, but the thing is how you feel about it is when you really have people that they have your back, they have your support, and they're doing always what's best for you versus the other way around. So thank you. I just want to shout out since you asked, and I'm most grateful for your being.
Thank you. Aria closed 3, by the way. So that's pretty good. That's awesome. Who else before we move on to the call?
Interrupt for a second. Aria, I just looked you up. You're in Sacramento. Would you do a listing in Crescent City? Is that too far for you?
No, I think from what my mentor said, if there is a listing, you get in your car. Give me the address. Let's get him in the car.
Fantastic. I'm going to forward you. There's 3 lots listing. I have called 5 agents, would not return my call, even an eXp agent.
Shocker.
So I'm glad you in person.
Shocker.
And I'm glad to meet you. And I will message you on the on my Facebook account here, if you don't mind.
No, and I have also my phone number right at the place where you can just text me or call me, and we just chat and make it happen. Thank you.
Wonderful. I love that. Okay. So did I miss anybody? I don't want to skip anybody. Okay.
I did. Sorry, it's Jason. I question. We did sign up for another Mahogany last week as far as a new agent. So that's my win. But who were you calling that didn't return return calls for that plot listing that you were trying to get?
I have messaging for 2 weeks straight. One an eXp agent that's been born and raised in Crescent City. I was surprised he hasn't returned my call. And then another 2 local agents there.
So did you know them already, or how did you find them?
I Googled them on eXp website to see if there's anyone local.
Okay. So I'm wondering, like, I want to be in the same position where someone's trying to reach me and I don't know, and I don't return a call. So I'm trying to figure out like how you try to reach them and how they missed that call. So that's all I'm asking. Yeah.
All right.
The issue, Jason, the problem, and I have it sometimes too, it's not that they're missing the call or they didn't miss Lucia's message. People won't return your calls. And I talk about agents all the time. You got PhDs and GEDs, man, in this business, and you got people who want to work and want to do deals, and they probably they don't pick up their phone. I have problems all the time getting people to pick up their phone. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's very normal, but I just want to throw this out. The one thing about this group right here, somebody in this group knows somebody who knows somebody. Now,
everybody.
Yeah, I mean, you guys do way more production than me, but if you need somebody, I'm your guy. Just reach out to me because I'm fortunate. Number one, because I'm old. Number two, is I've been in eXp for so long, I pretty much know a lot of people. But rely on this group to help you, okay? There are people that are not going to give you a call. Don't get mad. It's just the nature of agents, okay? But you don't understand why you got a deal and they're not as hungry as you are, and it'll frustrate the crap out of you, okay? You just got to get in touch and go, hey, 911, Elgin, Nate, Frank, 911, I need somebody now. We'll come running, okay? All right, so this was going to be like a Q&A, but I want to address did everybody get a copy of the Winner Circle post about assistance? They're starting a new program, July, what was it? Well, Chris, was it July 11th?
July 15th, Frank.
Yes. Yeah, Chris. Elgin, go ahead.
Sorry, July 15th.
July 15th. That I put a message out to the four leaders on here. And does anybody have any questions about that? And what they're doing is they're doing a real tight security on your sky slope profile. Okay. Now here's an example. I have a TC who's an eXp agent, who's a broker on the ethics committee. She does all my work and goes into my sky slope and does all that stuff because I don't want to do it. Some of you are very knowledgeable and you can do it yourself. But we have a lot of people that are TCs for you guys. They can't access your sky slope anymore. And for some of you are going, what the hell's going on? So, Michael, do you want a quick explanation of what this all means to us?
So they're offering a assistant options where you're going to be able to have your assistant have specific logins. So they're going to have access with their own login, and they're going to have, it's going to be able to limit the scope of what they can do. And there's 3 tiers of what they can do. One of them is going to be just the marketing assistant, which will help you with your marketing, brand content and promotion. The next one is going to be a transaction assistant, which will allow you to come in and work on your transactions. And one is just a business assistant. It's a full access to basically everything. They'll have their own sign-in. They're going to do full service operational support. They're going to be able to come in, go into SkySlope. They're going to be able to do marketing on your Canva and everything. And they're going to have access to your CRM of choice. So there's 3 different ones. Which ones, each level, there's going to be a certain fee associated with it when you want to give each one access.
So to your knowledge, Michael, so if you have a transaction coordinator, like most of us do, and say in addition to that, your transaction coordinator is different from, say, your virtual assistant, the person that you have doing your CRMs, blah blah blah, et cetera, and all of that. So now we're looking at 2 additional fees for them to gain access. Am I correct with what I'm saying?
Yes, 2 additional fees for them to gain access under their own identity.
Okay. Okay. All right. Because so if they're accessing under your identity, for instance, or my identity, what they're doing is cutting that out. They don't want you doing that anymore. Is that basically what they're looking to do?
Basically, yeah. I mean, if your TC were to sign in under your sign-in, they're technically not doing what they're supposed to be doing and going around the corner because they want to be able to track who has access to each file and everything. So there's some form of accountability to know. And so I didn't do that, or somebody else did that. So now each of us will have their own sign-in. So if you have somebody that's going to be doing that, you would have an access and give them their own sign-in and be able to follow through with that.
So just for example, I have a TC with eXp. Okay. I don't have to pay the $30 because she's already with eXp to access my account. But
exactly.
But you see up in the gallery a picture of Chris Coe. He's my virtual assistant in the Philippines. Okay. He does all my Slack, workplace, whatever. Okay. I will be paying $30 for him starting now. I never had to before. Okay. Trust me, it's worth the $30 because as Nate and Elgin and Michael can attest, you guys are deal makers. And if you're spending time in paperwork, you're a high-priced paperwork pusher. Now, that's just my thought. Now, some of you, I'm looking at your faces here on the Zoom, and you're totally lost. Is that correct? Of what the hell we're even talking about?
I can talk. So I was with David Maria this weekend, and I was talking with Maria where she was learning the boat trail and trying to see the difference between KV Core, how they changed the platform. And she was like, shoot, I used to have my daughter go in there and do my stuff in KV Core, but she said that function is gone. Now she has to have access to her Okta. So I'm assuming it's something towards that, right?
That is correct. Thank you, Michael, for posting that link down in the chat. Thank you for that. Sid, I'm sorry. You had a question.
Yeah. So, so we're what's called within eXp, it's called a domestic team. So husband and wife. And, eXp has an outstanding program for, husband and wife partnerships. But with that being said, we've only had one SkySlope account the whole time. And they don't give me my own because everything goes under the team lead, which is whoever is the team lead. So I've always had to log in under my wife's for SkySlope. Is that adjusting or changing?
No, because you're both with eXp, right?
Yes. So
I
this
think
only
you're good.
affects if you're out. I mean, personally, I would like my own login because that way we know what happened. And I agree with the, keeping the compliance and, knowing who touched a file and all that. But I was just curious about that.
Yeah, if she's with eXp, you're good. This is protection from security
Yes.
from outside sources. And guys, every company is doing AI. It's LPT, Real, First Team, they're all doing it. And it sucks. I'm just telling you the way it is, because AI will never replace the personal relationships you have with your client. Okay. So this is a new world order that we have. And it's a big transition. I have my own thoughts on AI, but that's a separate Zoom call. Elgin, go ahead.
One thing I will say though is I don't know if I signed up for it or was just signed up for it, however it happened, but with EXP's AI, and I know you want the separate Zoom call and all that, but it's kind of taken over my my email. And I admit that it took me a minute to like what the hell's going on, but it's pretty cool. Like not only does it categorize stuff automatically when it comes in, but it builds in replies. Now I have to make sure that the reply is what I want to say, but it is amazing on the replies that it gives, and I can add or take some stuff out, but it does learn you, and it does save you some time for some of that stuff. It's kind of crazy, and I don't even think I signed up for it. I think EXP just signed me up for it, but I kept it. So, if used the right way, it can help you out. Some of the stuff can help you out quite a bit. I would probably think right now, AI says I'm saving like 6 hours a week. I don't know that it's that much, but I am saving time during the week now. And we all get a lot of emails. We all get a lot of emails, and they go into separate categories. And again, will actually reply for you, but you have to send it. You have to send it and make sure that you like what it says. But I'm amazed. I'm amazed at how often I'll just look at it and go, oh yeah, that's pretty good. And I'll just send it. So just a heads up if you haven't seen that already.
Sid, go ahead.
Yeah. So alluding to what Elton's saying is from my understanding, it's called Fixer AI. And if you've capped and/or icon, basically a benefit of being part of eXp is you get that for free. And it is a very, very powerful tool that automatically, like Alvin says, helps you to speed up the process of filtering through emails and also replying, because it kind of already constructs a pretty good response. And usually I just go in there and just kind of check it, make sure that it's good. But, instead of when I'm fast, instead of me saying yes as a reply, it says, yes, thank you so much for asking about this. And, so it really helps you keep yourself a lot more professional. So if you didn't know, and I wanted to mention this last week, you get that for free as part of being eXp if you've capped and/or part of or an icon.
Wow.
Otherwise, it's it's $40 to $50 a month, I think, to get it separately.
I didn't even know that. Did you know that, Nate?
No, but I don't know that I would, because I don't do my paperwork, and I have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I get it.
Yeah.
no, I
No, but
learned, you're talking about being grateful. That's why I'm glad Michael's here. Frank, you guys know stuff that I completely, that's why a group is good, because we talk about helpful for years and years. Between you and Frank and Michael and then this group, this is how we get stuff done. So I depend on Michael a lot. Nobody probably knows it, but I'm asking him stuff all the time. He helps my team. He helps me. So I appreciate him a lot, this kind of stuff. Hey, one thing I did want to do real quick. I know that I mentioned a few. I want to introduce you to a really good friend of mine. You'll see Zach Saab down there. That picture, that big ugly oaf right there down in the thing. Yeah, you're looking good, Zach. Zach's joining us. So Zach just came to eXp He has Saab Properties, came from Coldwell Banker, but he's joined us now, and he is officially here. He does need a little bit of help, Frank. Maybe you might
I'm
even
fixing my hair a little bit.
ask you a couple questions later or something about moving his DBA and stuff like that. Some admin stuff that I can't really help him with. But I just wanted to introduce Zach and say glad he's been a top producer for 25 years here in LA, and we appreciate he's here with us at eXp.
What's up, Zach?
Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Nate. Please forgive me, guys. I just got back from the gym. I haven't showered yet, and then Nate he surprised me with that meeting. I said, "Okay, I'll join." So I might be looking a little ugly this morning, but the most important thing is the voice.
So Zach, why don't you come on here real quick and give me about 2-minute introduction about yourself?
Thank you. I've been. My background is lending. I was a district sales manager for Household Finance Corporation back then in 2004, 2005. And I left the company because it was taken over by HSBC. I was being promised to get the division manager, but they start bringing people from the East Coast because the new company. So I left and got my real estate license, and I went to work with Remax. And I got burned in the beginning from buyers, and I decided to become listing agent. And since then, I've been nothing but a listing agent. I don't like buyers. I don't deal with buyers. If they don't sign paper, I don't take them nowhere. So I've been doing real estate for quite a while, and I'm pretty well known for breaking a sales record in multiple areas. That's where I get my business from, and that's how I build my name. So I'm connected to a lot of lawyers, CPAs, and it's been a blessing. I joined eXp because I opened my own brokerage after like 3-4 years working with Remax, and I grow it to almost like 45 agents until Mike Bjorkman came in and he told me about the XP, and I liked the concept. And I joined. I brought all my agents, but things happened to him and I don't like the way he explained things, and I found out basically he was lying to me. I don't like this. So I decided to leave EXP for like 9 months or 6 months until I come back and choose different sponsorship. During that time, I got a gentleman from Coldwell Banker. He's been after me for a long time. He ended up paying me 100,000 just to join the company and sign a 3-year contract. So I took it. I mean, and then 2-3 years later, I got another deal from Compass, and I was gonna leave, but Coldwell Banker they increased that money more and sign another new contract. So I took it. So now I said I have no contract anymore, and luckily I visit Dubai, and I like the business in Dubai. I like the real estate because it's a very, very wealthy and healthy country where the business is. And I want to build this EXP because a lot of agents in Dubai, they're on 50-50 split. They're different than here. I mean, so this is why I called Nate and I told him, listen, I mean, let's do this. We talked to some people in Dubai. I'm going to go there again. I want to build this in Dubai because it's a huge amount of agents in Dubai. They're all on 50-50 split. EXP concept will be a golden for them. And as a matter of fact, there's a lot of agents already in EXP. So this is why I came back to XP, because I want to build the brand again and build the revenue share. And like maybe the next 5 years, 10 years, I don't have to work for the rest of my life.
So you're the Dubai guy that Nate's been talking about.
Yes, I am.
And he's had us on his Zoom with agents in Dubai, me and Brent, and before he even switched over. So he's got the connections. He has someone who wants to basically partner him. He's already, it's not a citizen, but whatever you do in Dubai, he's done the paperwork. He can do business. He's got an office he's going to open up. So I'm just really trying to help him get everything set up. So, but it's kind of why I wanted him to pop on here, Frank, and introduce him to you and Michael.
Yeah.
And I'm almost out of my league at this point. I can help him close deals, but I don't know how to get how to help him with some of the stuff he's doing with his DBAs and stuff. So maybe we could help him there.
Yeah, your best friend that you should be making contact right now is Felix Bravo. He is the leader of International.
We've done that.
Yeah.
And that, okay. But Zach, first of all, welcome. And number two, I hope you become part of the Monday call, because I have a feeling we could all learn a lot from you. And I'd like for you to contribute.
100%. I love this. I mean, this is what I like. I like to basically communicate with people that are on the same level, understand me. The only issue I'm having right now, you see, in this business is all about common sense. I just can't tolerate some, like basically, I don't want to say stupidity or something like that, but it's a common sense. So I'm a broker license. I have a branch office license. I mean, and I have everything what the DRE required as a DBA. So under the Saab Real Estate Incorporated Corporation, I have three DBA. I have the Saab Property Fine States, and I have an Equinox Commercial Real Estate, which Equinox CRE. So I told Nate from the beginning, I said, listen, you mean I built this brand, so I'm very well known with that brand. So when they say Saab Property, they know who Zach Saab is. I mean, I don't want to go in as an agent. I want to go in under that brand, broker or power by the way it was before. So Nate on the email from Ryan, whatever it is, saying, oh, we cannot use this, blah, blah, it has to be approved. It is approved by the DRE, and I send him the branch office license. As a real estate broker, all you have to do is approve by the DRE. We are not the one making the rules. We have to follow the state rules. Am I right or wrong?
You are correct.
So I don't know why they give me such a hard time. I told them, listen, if you're not gonna give me that brand because I work so hard to build it, I have no reason to join eXp because I built that brand. I'm not gonna walk away from it because everything that you do in life, especially in real estate, building a brand.
All right. So, Zach, I'm not going to get into all the how-tos on this call because we have a lot of people on here. The only thing I can tell you is that eXp is being audited by the DRE along with other companies. As part of the settlement with that Missouri company, that the reason all clear commission and all that stuff, this was part of the settlement.
Okay.
That's all I can say for right now, but you're still good. You just need to be in contact with the powers to be, and I can contact you. It's funny, this is the second time this situation has come up in the last 2 weeks. And Arya, I'm just gonna say, right? Because Arya is going through the same thing.
In fact, when I thank Frank, because Frank was the one that actually fighting for me because of what he mentioned. I'm not going to mention more in the call, but Frank, you're absolutely right. And that's why I praise Frank for being the right person, because if there is anybody that ever in any industry is going to back, is going to be Frank. He's fighting for you. But obviously, I understand there is only so much that can be done, and Frank is doing it all. Thank you, Frank.
Yeah, so Zach, I'd like to, I'll get Nate to give me your phone number. We can be in contact.
100%. And I can tell from your gesture, Frank, that you're that person that actually like to handle things the proper way, which is, I want to thank you. I never met you, but I can feel it right now from the look of your face.
Where do you live, Zach?
I live in LA, in Chatsworth.
Where?
Chatsworth.
Okay. Oh, you're close to these guys.
Yeah.
Are you coming to build LA?
If I get the invitation, I would love to.
We just gave you one.
Absolutely. I'd love to meet you in person. And so you let me know what event. Anyway, Nate and I were very close now in connection. So I'll be in every single event to make sure we expand that collaboration. I mean,
well, I'll leave it up to Elgin and Nate to get you to build. We can make that happen. Okay. I want to get ready to close this down, but I want to end with a story. But first, is there anybody that has any questions here this morning?
No, but I just want to say my 5 years at eXp when they didn't put your group.
Woohoo! Did we recognize you? Did we recognize you?
Okay, that's okay.
No. Everybody gets a shout out, right, Chris?
Oh yeah.
Did you acknowledge? Is it Lucia? Did you acknowledge her?
Oh, she's on my calendar, Frank. We'll be
All
posting
right,
her this
all right.
week.
Yeah, that's why Chris makes the big bucks. All right. So listen, I want to tell you a story. Made my week. So I get a phone call, I think on Thursday, and she says, "Is this Frank Crandall?" And I go, "It depends. Are you the IRS?" And she says, "No, I'm not the IRS." And she says, "I'm brand new to eXp, and I was told to give you a call." And then she says, "I'm on your second level." And I've never heard of this lady before. Matter of fact, Patty, are you on the call? Oh, good. And she says, "My sponsor is Debbie Penny, and she told me to call you because she's the broker. She's not about attracting, but you are." I said, "Really? How many of you would like to get a phone call like that?" So she says, "What is the first thing I do?" I said, "Go to Brent Cove Resources, look under events, look at Build LA, go in and register and bring 5 guests." While I was on the call, she went right in, registered, and bought 5 guest passes. Now listen to this. Next year, 2026, she's going to be the president, Orange County Realtors. Orange County Realtors. I'm expecting big things from this lady. And it was the phone call that it just made my week. One day you guys already have or will get a phone call like that that's really going to help you boost your business. But that came out of nowhere, and that was a God thing. That's all I can tell you. That was a God thing. Okay. All right, everybody. Hey, have a great week. I'm going to let you go a little early. Be safe. If you need any of us, please contact us.